Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. This is another episode of The Simple Truth. And today I want to share with you some information that I came across today on naturalnews.com. And it is in regard to the company Pepsi. Now, it has been reported and shared many times on YouTube and out there on the internet of how Pepsi is using the remains or the parts of dead fetuses in many of their products. Well, here is yet another account of said usage of these things. And the crazy thing about it is the people or the agencies that should be governing against such usage of things are finding that it's okay to support such things. This article goes into depth and it shares with you the administration's view on said usage of these things. And it just goes to show you that if you don't take a strong concern about your health, if you are not focused in or zeroed in on what you are putting into your body, you are not going to be protected by those that seem to be the ones that should be regulating such things. Please listen closely to this article, and once you hear all of the details, it will be up to you to make the decision of whether or not you will continue to use the products or even the patronize the company that practices these type of things. Take a listen and I'll be right back. I want to make a correction. This article comes from an article that was made earlier this year, March 17, 2012, and it's from naturalnews.com. Obama agency rules Pepsi's use of aborted fetal cells in soft drinks constitutes ordinary business operations. The Obama administration has given its blessing to PepsiCo to continue utilizing the services of a company that produces flavor chemicals for the beverage giant using aborted human fetal tissue. LifeSiteNews.com reports that the Obama Security and Exchange Commission, SEC, has decided that PepsiCo's arrangement with San Diego, California-based Sinomyx, which produces flavor-enhancing chemicals for Pepsi using human embryonic kidney tissue, simply constitutes ordinary business operations. The issue began in 2011 when the nonprofit group Children of God for Life, CGL, first broke the news about Pepsi's alliance with Sinomyx, which led to massive outcry and a worldwide boycott of Pepsi products. At that time, it was revealed that Pepsi had many other options at its disposal to produce flavor chemicals, which is what its competitors do, but had instead chosen to continue using aborted fetal cells, or as Sinomyx deceptively puts it, isolated human taste receptors. A few months later, Pepsi shareholders filed a resolution petitioning the company to adopt a corporate policy that recognizes human rights and employs ethical standards which do not involve using the remains of aborted human beings in both private and collaborative research and development agreements. But the Obama administration shut down its 36-page proposal, deciding instead that Pepsi's use of aborted babies to flavor its beverage products is just business as usual and not a significant concern. We're not talking about what kind of pencils Pepsi wants to use. We are talking about exploiting the remains of an aborted child for profit, said Debbie Venedich, Executive Director of CGL, concerning the SEC decision. Using human embryonic kidney HEK-293 to produce flavor enhancers for their beverages is a far cry from routine operations. To be clear, the aborted fetal tissue used to make Pepsi's flavor chemicals does not end up in the final product sold to customers, according to reports. It is used instead to evaluate how actual human taste receptors respond to these chemical flavorings. But the fact that Pepsi uses them at all when viable, non-human alternatives are available illustrates the company's blatant disregard for ethical and moral concerns in the matter. Back in January, Oklahoma Senator Ralph Shorty proposed legislation to ban the production of aborted fetal cell-derived flavor chemicals in his home state. If passed, SB 1418 would also reportedly ban the sale of any products that contain flavor chemicals derived from human fetal tissue, which includes Pepsi products as well as products produced by Kraft and Nestle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the simple truth of the whole matter is the fact that we have to be more responsible for ourselves and our health than giving over to government agencies to look out for us. It is proof positive that they care nothing about you. They care about the bottom line, which is the dollar bill. That's all that's important. Profits are more important than health. They're more important than you as an individual. I want to thank you for joining me for this episode of The Simple Truth. And as I always tell you, the simple things are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they're the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. I want to thank you for joining me, and I'll be back again with another episode real soon.